AIDA if I didn't split my income with my boyfriend, like his mother keeps insisting I should? I'm 21 female, my boyfriend is 26 male. We've been together for 3 years and living together for 2. Ever since we moved in together, my income has somehow become a family discussion topic. I'm a dog breeder. I started about 3 years ago, and I've worked really hard to do it the right way. All of my dogs get extensive health checks, professional boarding and training, and they're titled in agility, rally, scent work, and tracking. That alone costs me thousands every year. When I started, I made around 36K a year. The next year, it was 67K. Now I make about 140K a year. I currently have 4 dogs of my own, 3 females and 1 male, and I use a stud from another breeder as well. The important part, every single dog, contract, fee, and expense is in my name. I pay for everything. I do all the work. The problem started after I moved in with my boyfriend and bought a new puppy, Millie. She's legally mine, like the others, and I pay for all her care. Last year, I went on a trip to visit family and asked my boyfriend to watch the dogs. I told him if anything came up to call me right away. 2 days after I left, Millie became very lethargic, stopped eating, and just looked really sick. He and his mom took her to the vet. Turns out she had eaten part of an extension cord and a blanket and needed emergency surgery. The surgery was $6K with a $500 deposit to start. My boyfriend called me. I told him to go ahead, put the deposit down, and I would pay him back as soon as I got home. I came back 2 days later, immediately gave him the $500 back, and paid the remaining $5,500 myself when I picked Millie up. Ever since that, his mother has decided that whatever I make from the dogs needs to be split evenly because they're his dogs too. They're not. I've told her multiple times. He doesn't buy the dogs. He doesn't pay for the dogs. He doesn't train, title, or care for the dogs beyond normal living together stuff, like letting them out if I'm not home. I've also told her it would be completely different if we had bought dogs together, invested equal time and money, or set this up as a joint business. But that's not the case. He has his job and his income, and I have mine. I don't touch his money, and he doesn't touch mine. Fast forward to last week. I got a bank statement in the mail and left it open on the counter without thinking. His mom happened to see it when she was over. It showed that I have about 160K saved. 3 days later, she hosted a family dinner. In front of everyone, she says, "I don't know why you won't split half of it with him. It's not like it won't become both of your money when you get married." I admit, I snapped a bit. I told her my finances are none of her business, that my boyfriend has no automatic right to my money, and that if she thinks he's getting half of everything just because we're dating, she can absolutely forget it. I didn't scream, but I was firm and definitely not sweet about it. Now, both my family and his are telling me I'm out of line. I've been called selfish, materialistic, not a team player, and told that if you really loved him, you'd share. For the record, I pay my share of rent and bills. I cover all dog expenses myself. I'm not asking him for help with the business or the costs. I'm not telling him what to do with his money. I just don't think I owe half of my business income and savings to someone who didn't help build it, just because his mom thinks that's how relationships should work.